Welcome to At Home with Music. I'm Leon Olguin. I've been talking about the frustrations, the dreams, the fears, and desires that you may experience as a learning musician. I've already talked about the frustrations that you might face, so I encourage you to review that video. But what are your dreams? What do you dream of doing as a musician? Well, let's just say that for the purpose of this video, that you are someone just beginning your piano lessons or some kind of music instruction. It doesn't matter how young or how old you might be. I've taught students from age 5 to 85. Ask yourself the question, what do you dream of doing as you continue to learn, your instrument, whatever that might be? And I'm sure that your dreams are filled with possibilities and aspirations. Maybe one of your dreams is to master a song, master a piece of music. Maybe you dream of the day when you can effortlessly play a piece of music that currently seems daunting. It could be a classical masterpiece. Certainly some of you are studying classical music, I'm sure. It could also be a contemporary pop song, a song that you've always wanted to play, or a jazz standard. Well, I'll tell you, there is nothing like that feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction when you can play it well. That can be a driving force, that dream of being able to play a song and play it well. That's a good, realistic dream, as long as you don't consider absolute perfection to be the only worthy goal. Even the greatest musicians in the world know that they will never achieve absolute perfection. I've heard some of the greatest musicians, they give a performance and it's just amazing. And then they come off stage and say, oh man, I didn't play that very well. And the audience is going, what? We thought it was perfect. Well, it is possible to play a song well enough so that your audience will never hear a single mistake. And so that is a worthy dream, to be able to play a song and to play it well. And that leads us to the next dream that you might have as a learning musician. You might dream of performing on stage. You imagine yourself performing in front of an audience, and that fills you with excitement and maybe a little bit of nervousness. But maybe you dream of the day when you can confidently step onto a stage and share your musical talents with others. It might be at a local recital. You know, I've been to a lot of student recitals, and it can be very exciting for students who are performing for the first time. It could be a talent show, a school talent show maybe, or even a bigger venue. I encourage all my students to play for others as soon as they feel able. Few activities will make you progress like playing for an audience. I've always felt like playing a show, when I played shows, that was worth, every hour I spent on stage was worth about 3 or 4 hours of practice. So get in front of people and play when you feel like you can do it. Even if you're only playing for a handful of people, that is a worthy dream. Maybe you dream of creating your own music. Maybe one of your dreams as a learning musician is to compose your own music someday. Whether you're writing a simple melody or a complex symphony, the idea of creating something unique and personal, well, that can be incredibly appealing. You dream about sitting at the piano, letting your emotions flow through your fingertips as you bring to life your compositions. Now, that is a dream that I have known in my own life. I have had some success as a composer, as a songwriter, and it's a joy to be creative. And so don't let anybody ever dissuade you from being a creative musician. All great teachers are going to encourage you to create your own music. Maybe you dream of collaborating with other musicians. It should be obvious to you by now that music is a collaborative art form. Yeah, you can sit and make music on your own, but what a joy it is to collaborate with other musicians, whether you're playing in a band, accompanying a singer, participating in some type of chamber ensemble. accompanying a choir, the idea of making music together with others is inspiring. This is why so many people enjoy being part of a choir. You're there with a whole group of people with one goal in mind, to create beautiful music together. This is a worthy dream, one that I strongly encourage all musicians to pursue. Maybe you dream of being able to improvise with confidence. Improvisation is a skill that requires creativity and technical proficiency. And maybe you dream of being able to sit down at the piano and confidently improvise melodies, harmonies, express yourself freely through music without the constraints of sheet music. Maybe you dream about being part of a jazz group and improvising a solo. Maybe you dream about teaching others. As you progress in your musical journey, maybe you dream of being able to share your knowledge and your passion with others, whether it's teaching beginners or even guiding more advanced students when you yourself have become advanced. The idea of passing on the gift of music is incredibly fulfilling. That's why I do what I do here on At Home with Music. I find it incredibly fulfilling to share the knowledge that I've gained through over 50 years of experience as a musician, sharing that with you. Maybe you dream of exploring different genres and styles of music as you continue to learn. You probably know by now that music is incredibly diverse. And perhaps you dream of exploring a wide range of genres and styles, from classical to jazz, from rock to blues. Each genre of music offers its own unique challenges and rewards. If this is one of your dreams, and I hope it is, I encourage you to become proficient in as many styles as possible. This was something that I've done over the course of my career. I started out as a classical pianist. I then began to play gospel music. I played hymns. I played pop music. I played rock and roll. Later on in my career, I was in my 40s and in my 50s when I began to learn to play New Orleans jazz and standards and all kinds of different music. There are still styles of music that I would like to learn more about. Your dreams as a beginner in music, or even as somebody who's farther down the road, you've learned a lot, but there's more to learn. Your dreams are fueled by a passion for learning, for creating, and sharing music with others. Every step of your musical journey brings you closer to realizing those dreams. And I'm excited to see where the path leads you. And I also consider it an honor and a privilege to help you along the way. So if you have any questions or comments, or if there are any musical subjects that you'd like to see me talk about here on At Home with Music, please be sure to leave those in the comment section. I make it a habit to respond to every comment and answer every question to the best of my ability. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Many of you have subscribed recently, and for that I am very, very grateful. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.